Me. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to start off my remarks with a provision apparently missed by many that was rendered by U.S. District Court Judge Steve Jones in his order that this legislature redraw the state's political maps, ruling that they violated the Voting Rights Act by illegally diluting the power of black voters. Let me read it exactly as it comes from his order so you don't misconstrue my comments as my opinion or misreading. This is what he says exactly in his order. The state cannot remedy the Section 2 violations described herein by eliminating minority opportunity districts elsewhere in the plan. The Republican-drawn map, which started in and passed the Senate committee on Monday, creates a new court-ordered majority black congressional district in West Metro Atlanta. But the map seeks to preserve the Republican 9-5 advantage in Congress by dismantling the current 7th district, which is heavily Democratic and is majority minority. Although not majority black, it is a minority coalition district. To repeat the judge's order, the state cannot remedy the Section 2 violations described herein by eliminating minority opportunity districts elsewhere in the plan. The author of SB 3X and Reapportionment Committee Chairman Echols said the committee has interpreted minority opportunity to mean majority black in the context of Jones's ruling. He said this congressional plan does not eliminate any existing majority black districts. Instead, it takes a district that is not a majority black district and shifts it north where it remains non-majority black. To be clear, Chairman Echols further stated, the Voting Rights Act protects distinct racial groups, not coalition of voters. And there's more. Chairman Echols went on to say that the redistricting committee has interpreted minority opportunity to mean majority black in the context of Jones's ruling. In Alabama, court-appointed special master ultimately drew the final congressional map after federal judges found that the Republican lawmakers' revised districts still did not comply with the Voting Rights Act. Inasmuch as no one knows the boundaries and communities of interest of our districts better than we, and the special master may not necessarily give deference to incumbency, I would prefer that we draw this in other maps, but it looks like a virtual certainty that a special master will have the last say. So for the aforementioned reasons, I stand before you today to urge you to reject this map or remand it back to committee so that we can perfect it so that the courts will not have to intervene. Oh, the four most important words in a democracy are, the people have spoken. So we all ought to believe in the importance of ensuring that every voice is heard and every vote counts. I submit to you that it is our duty to uphold the integrity of our electoral process and to ensure that every citizen has a fair and equal opportunity to participate in the democratic system. The Republican-drawn map not only fails to meet all the requirements laid out by Judge Jones's order, but it perpetuates gerrymandering and undermines the principles of fair representation. By manipulating district boundaries to favor one party over another, this map disenfranchises hundreds of thousands of Georgia voters and distorts the democratic process. At the end of Election Day, the results ought to reflect the will of the people, not the craftiness of map makers. To end where I began, the state cannot remedy the Section 2 violations described herein by eliminating minority opportunity districts elsewhere in the plan. With that, Mr. Speaker, I